call meeting dated Tuesday the 22nd, July 2025, will be called to order. First on the agenda is going to be financial report. Roland is not here. Christie can read the financial report for everybody.
The checking account balances for the general fund on June the 30th. For the general fund, it ended out with $7,722.56. Post Evarts was $2,431.10, and the deficit, the fire fund was $6,817.63. The police drug account $259.52. Street fund $588.24. Recreation fund $1,114.67. The county garbage fund $11,108.83. Cops for kids $644.83. The tourism fund $4,313.27. The sanitation fund $5,154.64. The sewer operations $1,530.68. The sewer depreciation reserve $50. The water operations fund is $15,086.66. The American Relief Plan Act is $737.31. USDA bond account $100. The water deposit fund is $114,282.47. The KIA fund is $100, and the water sewer sanitation credit card account $1,426.11. And that is also your ending of the year balances. Of course, those will be adjusted after we get all the checks in. Following that is your general fund. Your total revenue for the year was $5,871.16. Total expenditures for the year $42,947.14. Your net operating revenue $37,075.98 in the deficit. Following that, your list of checks for the month of June. The sanitation fund, your revenue was $10,173.41. Net, your total expenditures was $13,797.37, with your operating revenue and deficit of $3,623.96. Followed by your two checks that was written for the month. Then you have your sewer fund, total revenue of $13,026.86. Your total expenditures for the month was $17,014.71. Your total net operating revenue was a deficit of $3,987.84. When that also ends it out for the net revenue for the month. And followed by your list of checks for your sewer. Last, you have your water. Your total revenue for the month was $59,065.97. Your total expenditures for the month was $136,325.66. And your net operating revenue was a deficit of $77,259.69. And followed by your checks for the month of June. And then those will be adjusted. If you remember, in June, there was a lot of checks we have to wait to come through, but that gets adjusted.
Anybody got any questions about any of the checks or the financial report? Y'all want some more time to look over it?
Motion accepted.
Charlie made the motion to accept. Larry seconds. Everybody good? Of course, if you have any questions, ask anytime or between meetings or just call us. I like it till the lights out. It's cool. All right, we'll move on to the minutes real quick. Let's knock them out last month.
seconds, and all present agree. The first reading of the 25-26 budget is read. Laurie makes a motion to accept the reading, Ernie seconds, and all present agree. Second reading of the ordinance will be held on Tuesday, June 24th at 5 p.m. at City Hall. Minutes are read for the May meeting. Larry makes a motion to accept the minutes, Jackie seconds, and all present agree. Water report is read. Ernie makes a motion to accept the report, and Larry seconds, and all present agree. The fire report is given. Ernie makes a motion to accept the report, and Jackie seconds, all present agree. Discussion is held regarding the First National Bank of Manchester opening a new branch in the old BB&T building. Ernie makes a motion to send a letter to move some or all accounts to the new bank once they open in Evarts. Larry seconds, and all present agree. The water tank bids are reviewed. The Kentucky Glass Line tank comes in cheaper on the bid, and we will award those bids in July. The sewer project is discussed. The KIA will award extra money for the sewer project that will be reviewed and awarded for the July meeting. The police report is read. Brian informs the council the department was awarded a grant for the new body armor, and Larry makes a motion to accept the police report. Larry seconds, and all present agree. Ernie makes a motion to adjourn. Larry seconds, and all present agree.
Okay.
Accept the minutes.
Thank you, Larry. Larry, motion on the floor, accept the minutes. Jackie second.
We got a short set for the special call meeting on Tuesday, June 24th. President Mayor Eddie Manning, Ernie Woodard, Jeff Renbro, Charlie Couch, and Larry Hall. The meeting is called to order. Second reading of the 25-26 budget is read. Charlie makes a motion to accept the reading. Larry seconds, all present agree. Larry makes a motion to adjourn. Charlie seconds, all present agree. And the meeting was adjourned.
Larry made a motion to accept them. Ernie made a second on that. So they good with him? Good, minutes passed. We'll pass these around, let y'all sign them while we move on. Save some time. Next on our agenda is going to be the tourism report. BJ, got anything for us?
Yeah, we've had a really good start to the year so far. Had Memorial Day event over at the park, and then we've had the 4th of July fireworks and parade. Overall, everything seemed to have went really well. Looks like tourism has been spending some of our money that is collected, and that's exactly what we're supposed to do. We're trying to put it back in the community and create buzz for people to come in and be able to spend their money here. So far, I think we've done pretty good with it. 4th of July was great. Had a lot of people that really talked well about that. Loved the fireworks. All of our guys worked their butts off to get that done. It's a big undertaking to organize that, get it all over there, and go off without any accidents. Very thankful for the Evarts Fire Department and all the local fire departments, rescue squads. We're part of it to keep it from going out of control. Evarts Fire Department was closed the entire time and made sure that nobody's property was destroyed, everything was adhered to. And it went really well. We do have our Labor Day event coming up at the end of August. I think it's August 30th. And we're gearing up for that now. If any of you know anybody that would like to be a vendor, just have them contact us. We'll get them set up. And hopefully it'll be another good turn. We did, just to update you guys, we did finally move the restroom building. It has been absolutely destroyed. Brian can attest. He does have a few suspects and he might contact those few people. But I just thought it would be better to, talk to Cleo, at least have it removed until we can get it fixed so it won't be destroyed again. We have not done anything with that yet. I've gotten a few quotes on materials to kind of solidify that front and keep it from being destroyed. As soon as we can get, that agreed to and a plan together, we'll get that done and set it back in. Other than that, everything's moved pretty smooth. And do y'all have any questions at all? You ain't got nothing, Jack?
We paid for your internet to Kansas Allen Hospital.
Yeah.
Got that took care of.
Yeah, we should, hopefully, once everything gets in. It's just been a matter of getting stuff ordered and getting
Well, he got sick right after the 4th of July.
Yeah, he had a really bad hospital stay there for a few
Yeah.
days. Kind of delayed that a little bit, which is fine. But hopefully we'll get that up and
I know a lot of people have been questioning why we didn't have that up, but those will be up before your event for sure.
Yeah, and I think we need to make sure we got signs that let people know that might not only deter, somebody bothering damaging city property, it might also deter somebody from deciding to take one of our kids. You know, there's cameras up there, lots less likely for something to happen, so.
Well, he does.
might be a win-win.
We talked about it this morning, actually, I think it was, selling another one of our picnic tables down to 5. No, 4.
I've got to order, some aunties and signs off the county can't make those, so I can get you some camera signs.
And we need to get,
How many do you want? 6, 8?
yeah, just something to put on the fence and around the area.
Yeah, we want somebody to know it's under surveillance, like I said, if they decide to.
Well, they need to anyway, I mean,
Yeah.
but, while I was talking about the picnic tables, they're gonna get cleaned up in here, guys, if they can, to work again. Getting some line bulbs and stuff and getting those things mounted to where they can't be moved. I know those picnic tables are not cheap, and they're moving them to access the lights. We wanna deter that as much as possible. They've already unplugged several lights, we had to go back and fix that. Once we get the internet in, we don't want them to destroy that box. It's gonna be a pretty good sturdy box, but still, you wanna keep them from being able to access it as much as possible.
We think that's kids turning lights out over there.
More than, I mean, I don't know many people my age that can scale up there and pull them apart.
Well, I know since I talked to first surgeons, a lot of them stop. So,
Yeah, well, if everybody does their part, neighbor, and Ryan has to, we've all encouraged him. If you see something, call.
cause that's
Call
the only
me.
way,
Yeah, and don't call 2 days later, call when
Yeah.
what's going on, that's what I get.
Just
that's the only way we're gonna be able
Call
to
it.
keep our stuff and get more stuff.
And
Cause
we have,
we've got a slide waiting to get put up in Middleton,
Yep.
that I got donated from the county. So until then, we gotta make sure people treat our stuff right.
and
We will have more.
that's another thing that tourism looks at. I mean, we're spending money to do this stuff, and we wanna give it all back to them. But at the same time, why put it up and get it destroyed? We have to be, make sure the Tim strip is in place first as a deterrent to make sure we're not just wasting the money, because that does nobody any good. And, I try to be a good steward of all those funds and make sure it's going back to the correct place, and can't do that if it's getting destroyed.
Yeah, it's something we've fought there for a long time, long years.
Yes, sir.
And most of these are being just adolescents that, I just don't respect their communities. As we get older, we respect it, we want more nice things.
And I've talked to a lot of the neighbors and told them, it's our community. It's not mine, it ain't yours, it's all of ours.
It's our community.
If you see something, call it in. You're not being mean, you're not hurting the kids, you're trying to help them learn better and keep from that happening. So call it in, be responsible for your little community, and things will get better.
Yeah, what I run into a lot of times is some of you guys probably do is people will tell me 3 days after the fact.
That doesn't
Yeah.
help.
I'm like, 3 days late, I can't, well, they were returning the picnic table, who was it? I don't know, who was it Friday? Tuesday. Should call it Friday,
Yeah.
but you're right. So, does anybody got anything else for BJ? I think fireworks went great, thank you guys.
Yes, sir.
If not, give a motion to accept the tourism report. Charlie made a motion to accept the tourism report, Larry second. You guys good with that? Okay. Thank you, thank you, sir. Appreciate you. Appreciate y'all your work for everybody that's doing that. Volunteer to do that too.
Yes, sir.
So, they work hard. Next, we'll move on to Mr. Woodrow back there, the water report.
Sir, you can see in your water report there, we got down under 30%, and actually that's some conservative numbers. It could be actually lower than what it is, but we found another leak in the middle dish was on the 2-inch line. That's probably been leaking for quite some time, so that was a big savings that we found down there. And so next month's reading will reflect more on that. So it could be down into the low 20s, and that's what we're hoping for. But just to have conservative estimates on what it was since the last time we read the meters, that number could be significantly lower. So they're doing a good job just staying after it as far as the water loss goes. It's as low as the summertime as I've ever seen it. We're only needing 300 gallons a minute coming into the plant right now. And this time last year it was about 650. runs up on thousands of dollars, so, we're sure thankful for the summer and how smooth it's been up to now, so, if they can stay on it, we, get by maybe not even ever having to put in the river pumps, and that's the goal, so. No real news on the tank, it got bid out, but we're looking at 7 to 8 months on that, for them to get everything in and, get that project underway, so, we got a little time before that'll happen, and other than that, that's kind of where we're at on that project. But everything else going pretty smooth, and, really nothing new as far as that goes, so if you got any questions, I'd be happy to try to answer them for you.
Luck is good in sport, but
Yeah. Thanks, sir.
how long has it been since we turned the river pump on, last year?
Yeah, probably, probably October, November. Yeah. And we got two at our disposal, but we may not even have to use all the wells. It's that big of a difference, so. And of course, the more well water you use, the more chemicals in the river water, the chlorine and things that you have to use is significantly higher, so, it's just a big savings all the way around, like we talked about before, but, putting incoming influent, probably 310 gallon a minute. We're right at 380, 400,000 gallons a day pumping compared to 650,000. So we're in much better shape than we were, and things is looking up. That's good. Like I've talked to Mike and different ones, Eddie at times, I just don't want it to be that everybody sees things as doing better. We still have a dilapidated system that needs repaired. We still have a plant that needs replaced. And although things are running smoother, we don't want to take any attention away from the things that we do still need, even though things are better. It's just making it manageable. It's not an end to the solution by any means.
Band-Aid.
Yes. A very needful and a good one. We'll take it, but yeah.
And I think people appreciate the hard work you guys do. We don't have any water outages in, Jesus.
Yeah.
It's been a long time. I think people appreciate the work you all do.
Yeah, I mean, this past several summers, we've not even been able to allow the splash pad to operate. Now, that goes full throttle about all day from the time the sun comes up about till it goes down, and it's not even really hurting us. So we're, thankful that we can do that and have something for kids to go cool off with and not put a strain on the water system. That's a big deal too.
All right, anybody got anything for Woody? All right, I'm gonna go ahead and let Larry here. We pumped Larry up enough. We keep pumping Larry's head like he's gonna ask for a raise. Larry's been a big reason, y'all know that, he's been a big reason for turnaround. He's helped a lot. It's just his will to dig in there and try to find it. It's made a big difference for us. And
Yeah.
his workers and it's made a lot of difference for us. I think Larry's got some leak stuff he's gonna go over with you guys and show us some things they found.
And like what you talked about, we had a 2-inch line down on Level Street. One was in the creek down there. We found it. And I was fine listening to it, it was up on the road in Milton Nation. So we dug the road up down there, because that's when we was hearing the leak from on the leak detector. It ended up being down in the creek, so you could hear it that far away from on the leak detector. We fixed that one, got that, and then ended up being another one on down the line. So we went down there and bowed that line off and ran a whole new line down there, with 3/4 inch line all the way down through there. So we done away with that 2 inches down there. Because, he's only servicing 2 houses, so we didn't need all that no more. And other than that, I just started making a report after our last city council, as you can see on there, where we fixed the leaks at, what street and everything, so I'll have that every month, keep up with it. How many gallons we think it was losing a minute, and everything like that, so. That way we can keep up where the worst stuff's at.
That's great. Anybody got any questions for Larry? Good report. We appreciate it, Larry. Mike, you got anything in the water report, sir?
Yes, I'd like to make recommendation that we award the water tank to Kentucky Glass Line Tank Systems in the amount of $1,052,124. We had two bidders like we discussed. Here's a bid tab showing the actual bids.
Yeah, we need to release motion first. So then,
Sure.
Everybody got to it? Basically, the water tank is in budget. The backwash pump was not in budget. After discussions with the Division of Water, they said we didn't have to put it in because he was backwashing with a tank that's 18 feet lower. So we'll have 18 more feet of volume and water to backwash
Yeah.
direct.
Well, and the biggest thing is they want us to have a redundancy system, which just meant that we needed two pumps in case one pump didn't work, so it would double the cost.
Right.
Which would take away the money for the tank, so it's just feasibly not possible with the money that was allotted, and it